Hello viewers, welcome again to Quick Automotive Diagnostics today. We have another Nissan, and this Nissan is a very interesting one. This Nissan came from another shop. They could not figure out what's going on. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to criticize them as bad, technician. No, they did all they could do, and they came to a point like, okay, we check all we can check, and now we just stop here. There's nothing else we can do, so we want to give you a chance. Somebody else take this headache, check it out, and see what you can see. According to the story, they say this Nissan, they were telling me something to do with reference voltages, and then they came up with a computer. They tried to replace the computer. That didn't work. Let me rephrase myself. They called me to program the computer for this Nissan. I said, yeah, sure, I'll program the computer, no problem. That's nothing, I can do that. But I'll say, why do you guys replace the computer? What's the problem? Now they start telling me the story about this. All right. Apparently, this Nissan was involved in a front collision, as you can see. And the AC pressure sensor on this receiver dryer, it was broken. You can see some electronic component inside there. So this is the wire for that AC pressure sensor. So they believe this AC pressure sensor actually damaged the computer. So everything was kind of disassembled here. I just kind of put everything back together. Everything is soft. And then I see a redonder is being budding here. So I see a piece of a peanut here, and yeah, so 2.5 engine, just like those Nissan Rogue. This is a 4 cylinders. So what is it doing? Okay, let's see what it's doing. Basically, it was throwing a fault code that they chase it to the point they could not figure out what's going on. So let me try. If you try to start it, it dies right away. So you'll try to start it, it dies. But then when you scan it, so I hook up the scanner here. Give me a second. Dongle, let's see. Select Nissan. Oh boy, it's very hard to film this with one hand. Yes. Alright. Can everybody see what I'm doing? Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna read the fault code. Yeah, we have evap system pressure sensor code, and we have APP sensor 2 circuit and APP sensor and battery current. Okay, so these two codes, they never go away. So they went through the procedure of checking this fault code. Unfortunately, they didn't get anywhere. They were chasing wires. They cut some wire from there on the computer, but didn't work. So we're gonna diagnose this together, and we're gonna see what what is there and what we are missing. Before I do that, okay, guys. So I pull up the data for sensor 1 and sensor 2. Do you see? We have. Oops. I shouldn't click on one like that. Okay, so we have 0.75, like 0.75 of volts, so 700 milliohm. So almost just above half of a volt on sensor 1, and then sensor 2 0, actually 001. So sensor 2 is showing some sort of a voltage, but is not really that it's very low. It should be pretty much more than that for it to work. So I believe that this sensor too is the one actually causing all this trouble. So it should have a voltage. So now it looks like we don't have voltage on this sensor too. So we're gonna check that for sure. Now, to prove my concept of when the sensor is pulled ground by the ground, so the computer sends 5 reference voltage to the it sends 5 reference to this sensor, and then this sensor should actually pull that 5 reference down. Now, to find out if actually you have that 5 reference, it's very easy. I'll show you. All you have to do, let me grab a light. I need a light. There's the light. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna unplug that guy. We're gonna unplug that sensor. Oh, that's it. It's gonna be terrible to film and see. Let me put this one on a tripod here for a second, and everybody can see maybe. I'm not gonna shut off the camera, so I'll let it just roll. Whatever. If you think like I'm making you dizzy, you can skip this. Skip it, man. Skip it if you feel dizzy. Don't fall. Alright, so I have a tripod now. I'm gonna take this off. Alright, now I'll let you guys sit there like that. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, maybe. Or maybe you guys should be watching my voltage there, because when I'm gonna pull that sensor out, you should be able to see. Excuse me. Okay, sensor is pulled out. Oh yeah, you see the sensor actually dropped. So the sensor dropped down. Obviously we have nothing here. So the sensor signal is dropped because now it cannot read anything. Now if we go to that supply voltage, we should be able to read 5 reference voltage, which is the 5 volts. So let's prove that. Yeah. All right. Okay, can anybody see? Can everybody see? I'll show you actually. What is my... So the key is still on, and we're gonna measure voltage on this sensor here. Okay, this is a procedure every technician should follow. I didn't go much into the wiring diagram, but I understand that concept. I just tried to explaining to you that you know, whenever you have the voltage coming in will be pulled down, and then the sensor, the wire that is a sensor wire, will pick up and then send that signal. Whatever voltage drop across the resistor will be sent to the computer, and that's what you see on your scanner. As you see, when I pull this connector from the accelerator pedal, my signal went to 0. That means now the computer cannot read anything across that resistor. Now we should have our 5 reference here, so let's see, let's prove if we have it. Now here I'm on a sensor 2, I'm connected to that pink and blue, and then I connect to now to that black wire, because my signal is on red and white. Let's see what we see. We got 0, folks. There's nothing there. Okay, 0 volt. Okay, now let's go to the other sensor, the sensor 2, the sensor 1. Sensor 2 is what we just tested, which we got 0 on it. Now sensor 1, it's gonna be white. No, white, is it white? See, it's gonna be a green as a ground, and then a black, I believe. No, so, a white, isn't it? No. White and green here. What is going on? Let me go back to the diagram, man. I think tell you, it's always the best practice to have a wiring diagram. Sensor 1, I test the pink one. Pink one is sensor 2. Sensor 1 is gonna be the red and the black. We should have 5 reference to the red and black. And then the pink and green, we should have a 5 reference. So I'm gonna start with the sensor 1. We should have a 5 reference on red and white, and then on the black. Let's do that right away. So red and black, what is the red? Okay, we got red and white, and then black. Indeed, we got 5 reference, boys, right there. Can you see 5 reference? So minus means my red lead is on a negative and my black lead is on positive. So that's why you see -5. But there's a 5 reference. This little tester will show you green when you have a good reference. It's very cool auto tester. So now, so that's our sensor 1. So we confirm we have 5 reference on our sensor 1. Now let's go to sensor 2. Sensor 2 was what? Sensor 2 is a pink and blue and then a green. Okay, so let's check that. Pink and blue. There is right there. We are connecting to pink and blue right there, and then a green. This one? No, green is this one, all the way to the... Yeah, so we got nothing. We got 0. Now, we got 0. Why? What if this wire is broken? You know, that red and pink wire can be broken and then can cause us not to have a voltage on it. No way. I see something going on here. Activity, boys. Sensor 2, now we are reading 4 volt. How come? What's going on? And sensor 1 we are reading 0. What did I do here? I cannot read that. Let me go to the proper ground here. Maybe we have problems ground. Oh no, still 0. Still 0. Yeah. Green. Nothing. This green here. Okay. Yeah, he went. Yeah, we have 0. Now, what I'm gonna do, because checking this pink wire, pink and blue, and the green here, I got 0 volt. So what if I go check that pink wire with that green the way it's supposed to be at the computer? Let me do that. Disconnect here, and I'm gonna connect that same pin to the computer and see what, just to eliminate the chance of having a broken wire somewhere. Because in my concept of diagnosis, I know 95% of problems is in wires. Nobody can say no to that. So on the computer, let me put on this little connector. You can see redondos here, like something chewing something. This is a sign of mice being on this vehicle, chewing wire probably somewhere. So let me connect to this wire. So I connect to the I don't know if you can see, but that wire, let me shine the light there. Key still on, yeah. Let me grab this wire here. You see that wire I'm wiggling on? This wire, my friend, is pink and blue. Pink and blue. This wire is a pink and blue. Okay, so I'm connected to the PCM with the pink and blue. So now let me connect this. Let me connect my lead here. And let's see what we got on it. Voila! Guys, we got 5 reference. We got 5 reference. Come on, don't go to sleep. So we got 5 reference there, which is amazing. Okay, so I could say 60% of 60% this vehicle is already fixed. I can tell you right now, because that wire does not show us 5 reference at the accelerator pedal. We only have 5 reference right here at the computer. That tells me that that green wire, which is a ground for it, and this wire, they come straight from the computer. So I'm gonna show you here, if I can, on the phone here. Hang on with me, hang on. Oops. Okay, where are we? Right here. Okay, let's do this way, maybe. All right. Okay, everybody can see, everybody happy? Maybe, maybe not. Zoom in. So, the reference to sensor 2 on accelerator pedal, this is the one we are having issue with. So the pink wire, pink and blue, come from the accelerator pedal, and then go, let me highlight it, and go straight to the PCM, and it says AVCC2 APS2 right there in the computer. Okay, and that green wire that we're talking about, I'm gonna highlight it. See, it says green wire here. I just highlight it. I'm gonna follow it. It's ground GNDA-APP2. So that's the ground for accelerator, and then I'm connected to it here, right at the accelerator pedal. That's my wire right there, and then I go all the way to the front, and that's the reason why now I think this vehicle should actually start and run, and we shouldn't have that fault code. Now let's prove it. Let's see. Always prove, always prove. Okay, now let's see if we can get this going. So now I am going to connect this wire that goes straight to my accelerator pedal on that pink wire. I'm gonna connect it straight to this by using my lead here. So this will give me a confirmation of how I'm gonna chase a broken wire now. So let's see this. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna connect this here. Okay. I'm gonna connect that with this guy here. Okay, how did I do that? So let me show you. So I connect this snap-on lead to this connector here. I go like that around town, and then I connect it here. I make a junction, oops, I make them handshake there, and then my wire there goes to my accelerator. Let me grab a light. That goes to my accelerator pedal right there on the pink and blue, because we are connected to the pink and blue on the computer. We can't read the 5 reference here on this, and now we're gonna give this guy a 5 reference. Oh, right, where are we gonna connect it? Okay, let me plug it in first. Oh, this is back on. Good, and then I'm gonna connect this one to the pink and blue right there. Okay, connected. All right, now let's check our scanner. Hello, 5 reference. Look at that. Now we good. Okay, now oops, now we can read the voltage is there. We read 0 here. I don't know why we read 0 now. Okay, so let me put ignition off and on. Let's see what we got. voltage went down, so let's see. Let's refresh this. Read code. Okay, so we still have these ones, so let me clear these codes. Clear them. Read fault code. Boy, it's still there. Okay, let's see. Okay, back. Clear. Okay, the fault code is still there. I don't know why. What did I do wrong? Let's see. Let's see if she's gonna start and run actually. No, we don't have any pedal. Nothing. Okay, so let's recheck our data. Okay, what did we do wrong here? Let's see. Go back. Alright, let's read. All signals. Accelerator 1 and 2. Nothing. I can't read anything now. Am I connected? Yeah, I'm still connected. What's wrong with you, scanner? No, we cannot read anything. Okay, let me try to go back. Back. Engine. Let's see, it's gonna think again. Nice. Now it's establishing the communication because I can't remember what happened. Okay, read code. Yeah, we have them. Let's try to clear them. Fault cleared. Read them. We still have APP. Okay, so what did we do wrong? Let's read the data again. Read data. All signal. APP 1 and 2. Okay, now we can read accelerator pedal 2, and now we lost 1. We got 0 there. So what's going on? All right, let's see. How can this be? Is there anything in that connector maybe that is hiding? Is there anything here that I'm missing? Oh, now we're reading it. Oh, what's going on here? Guys, check this out. I don't know if you can see, but every time I wiggle to this guy, to the connector on the accelerator, I got some voltage on top moving. Look. Okay, let's see if there's no bend pin here. Anything? Okay, take this out. Oh boy. Okay, it's connected. All right, now we have. Oh man, I don't want these. The wire. See 0. If I wiggle these wires, I see some difference going on, but the bottom one is still not showing at all. Yeah, that top one is working, but after wiggling, and it goes to 0. What's happening? What is going on in this connector? Let's see. Is it a connector or not a connector? Okay, let me look into this. I'll roll the camera back once I check these wires. Okay, I decided to disassemble this sensor because every time I wiggle the connector, I can see some voltage changing on my scanner. So I decided to disassemble this, and this is actually your sensor. This is your resistor that I was talking about. Each black mark here, it's a resistor, and that's what it pulls down the voltage, the 5 reference voltage. So on this one, like this one should be for the pink wire, this one for the white wire, and then the ground. So this is your resistor here. Now we're gonna inspect this connector here and see actually if they are touching correctly, or maybe if they need to be soldered there. I don't know. Let me check this one, and then I will update you what I find. All soldered. Okay, soldered. Okay, so I connect my power probe, the hook. I set my voltage to 5 volt reference. I inject my 5 reference voltage in that wire, in the computer, that wire there. And then my ground is on a green wire here. And now we got 5 reference voltage, 5 volts on. Where's my light? Now we have 5 voltage when I connect to the pink wire, and now we no longer have like voltage dropping off like before after I solder the board inside. I think the board was loose because every time I check this connector I was losing my my voltage. So right now my voltage is now there all the time, even if I move the wires. So let me connect everything together, and then we're gonna now determine if the computer is faulty or if I fix it by soldering that board. Let's see. Well, I had to go to the junkyard because I found this boot to be torn. And this is the one that's connected to your throttle body, right there. So this is junk. So I went to the junkyard and I found a good one. This one is good, no problem on it, it's good, meant. So we're gonna put on this, and also junkyard for the rescue. So we're gonna see which computer here is gonna work for us, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's see, let's put this computer on and take this sucker out and go from there. Okay. I put that one on. It's programmed to the VIN. Everything is back on, and let's see. Starts good, no more check engine light. We got throttle. Oh yeah, we do. Back to normal now. Okay, so what was the problem here? The problem with this vehicle was the reference voltage was actually shorted. Oh yeah, still works. The reference voltage was shorted, and then it took out the computer. So the computer was unable to provide the 5 reference voltage. Now, when the customer supplied the other computer, I did try to I programmed the other new computer. It's a used, and I got 5 reference on my throttle, but it did not work for a while. So then what I did is I went to the junk and grabbed a couple used computer, one of them, put it on, program it, and then I couldn't find the reference still, and I still have a problem. Then I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then I realized in the back there is the canister vent, pressure vent sensor, which use also the 5 reference voltage. So that one was causing the computer to put this vehicle into a limp mode. So this problem was actually a limp mode that was causing, the computer was carrying one of the APP power to the throttle. So when I connect that sensor back on, because it was disconnected, the customer didn't tell me about that, I connect it, and now I check my reference voltage. It stays on all the time. I started the vehicle, my reference, I didn't lose anything, everything was good, and now it works. So everything works, and that's how you... Well, this one was a little bit of a tough one. A lot of part change and swiping. I don't know. It was a good one. But yeah, so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, well, and remember, viewers, check first to your intake boot, as this one was torn. That will cause your engine to go bad, to run really poorly. And then also, if you don't have a throttle, it might be in a limp mode. So just remember to check, make sure you have a 5 reference on 2 wires there. There's a pink one, and then there's a red and white. If you don't have reference 5 volt on those wires, then one sensor is screwed. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.